Hi, welcome to the 20th part of this tutorial series. In this part we will add some enemies to our game. So, I found this nice little stone texture, so we'll use that. I'll upload it for you guys and also link for the converter to the TGA format. In Xcode, make sure copy items into destination groups folder is selected, and also add the targets is selected also, and then click finish. Okay, now create in your game window.h a new unset integer and name it underscore rock, and name it rock for, yeah, just name it rock texture. Yeah, rock texture buffer ID. And then in your constructor, create the texture rock ID. So rock texture buffer ID equals load and buffer image, and it's called rock for game.tja. And I'll just double check if it's actually added. Oh, it's not. Damn it. So in your project options, go to targets and build spaces, and just add new sprite, so rock for game.tja, and click on add so it's in this list. Okay. Then so basically we'll have a method which calls this, which is called every few seconds, or every seconds probably, and that method, it will create a new rock which will start at the right side of the screen, and it will travel to the left with a certain speed. And the location will be random, of course. So underneath your shoot method, or your mouse button pressed, create a new method and name it void. First created, of course, in your game window.h, make a new method, and it's private, so it will be a void, and just name it add rock with no arguments. And then in your implementation, game window double point add rock. Okay, so, and this will be quite simple. So we just create a new sprite, and yes, also create a new vector array. So just again in your game window.h std vector sprite pointer rock array, and in your constructor create it. So just do rock array equals new std vector sprite pointer, damn it, and preserve some capacity, so like 20 also is just fine. So rock array reserve 20. Okay, then in your add rock method, simply create a new sprite. So type sprite pointer to new. Actually, no. First type integer and location y, and this will equal rc for random, your modulus operator, so the percentage sign, and underscore height. And you get an error, of course. So cast the height operator to an unsigned integer. Like this. Okay. Yeah, RC for random returns an unsigned integer, so we probably should convert this to an unsigned integer. Okay, so now we basically will get, so this will generate, so RC for random will generate a value for us. It will be too big for us, and with the modulus operator, we'll get a value that's between 0 and our height, which is 800. Okay, so now we'll just do sprite. So sprite, new sprite equals new, no, name it new rock, not new sprite, new rock. So new sprite with 2 arguments. So our rock texture buffer ID, and of course make vector 2. On the x it will be the width plus square size divided by 2, and on the y it will be our location y, of course. Okay, then let's give this a velocity. So new rock set velocity, make vector 2. It will be 0 on the y, and on the x it will be like 5 for now, 5 and 0 on the y. Okay, and then we just have to add it to our vector array. So rock array push back new rock. Okay, now we still have to call this to update. Then we have to actually create the rocks, and then we have to render them. So first let's render them. So just in your render method, copy this for block, and just change everything from pause array to rock array. So rock array begin, rock array end, and voila. And the same goes for your render loop. Make sure you just copy your for loop in your render method and paste it into your update method, and then just change it to update. Voila, and now we actually have to create our rocks, and we can do that very simply just by. So we know our update methods gets called like 60 times a second. So and say we want to make a new rock every second. So basically create a static int and name it updates and updates. Okay, and then so now an if block if updates is bigger or equal to 60, then we want to add a rock. And set updates to 0, and of course we have to increment, so plus updates. updates. Okay. So now, then, if we run this, nothing happens. Oh god damn it. And yes, so in your add block method, it should be -5 because it has to travel to the left. Okay, now it should work, and it's working. So we get now rocks randomly generated. So pretty cool. Okay, so that was it for today. We still have to do some hit detection. We should clean up our code a little bit and delete our rocks, but that's for another time. So see you next time. Bye.